Hello, Mark. I'm Jason, 49 from A class. Today I will speak the article this week. Now let's begin. Quotes: China's Homowives are becoming unlikely champion for the gay rights. It's not always happily ever after. Rooster Carol's Barrier. Written by Zeping Huang. March 2, 2050. Stay connected to Cruz on Facebook. After her marriage was over, just looking at a wedding photo would make Cho Shen feel awful. The 29-year-old, a video actor at a communications company in Guangzhou, could tell by the picture that she wasn't have a happy couple that day, even though she was the one wearing a white veil. The photo shows the bride and the groom with their best man, who was standing in between them, hanging one arm over the groom's shoulder and leaning his head towards him. Cho said his year-long cell-lax and a loveless marriage can be explained in that one image. Her husband was in love with his best friend, not her. The term beard to describe a woman who is used knowingly or unknowingly to disguise her partner's homosexuality has been used as a slang in the United States for many decades. Cho's wedding day photo from Cho's personal photos used with permissions advertisement, but acknowledgement that such marriage even happen is a recent phenomenon in China. In China, a beard is known straightforwardly as a 同妻 or homowife, the abbreviation of the wife of the homosexual in Chinese. There are millions of gay men married to women in China, academics believe. According to an essay by the Zhang Beichen, one of the first Chinese scholars to study sociology, China has 20 million male homosexuals of marriageable age, and 80% of them will marry a woman. In contrast, according to a 2010 economics report, 50 to 20% of the gay men in America have married heterosexual women. The women in these marriages are quietly becoming unlikely fools in China's nascent gay rights movement. If men are free to openly have a relationship with other men, shared marriage like theirs will no longer happen, they say. Being homosexual is not wrong, said Cho in an interview. What is wrong is to marry a heterosexual to make a tragedy. Why China has millions of homo wives? Liu Jie, a 25-year-old homosexual interior decorator from Shantou, Guangdong province, had thought of entering into a gay-straight marriage because, like many Chinese of marriage age, he's under a lot of pressure from his parents. They said they will have nothing to worry about in their lives once I got married. How can I come out of the caution to land? Liu said to quotes. Among three ways of being an unfilial son, most serious is to have no hair, argued Messias, an Asian Confucian philosopher. The idea is still ingrained in modern China. Men are under social pressure to marry and produce a male heir to carry on the family line. Though new generations are more open-minded, many still believe that to marry and have children are the two most important things in life, whether they are gay or straight. For women who are unknowingly women a gay man, a divorce can be difficult to obtain and can leave them much worse off financially. Cho, the video actor, got a divorce and the custody of her 9-month-old daughter after the court mediation. Her husband agreed to pay a limit of 700 yen or 114 dollars per month, which according to Cho accounts for less than 20% of his monthly income. Cho only agreed to the terms, she said, because her husband's family refused to let her see her daughter otherwise. Cho's with her daughter, who has a dark leg in her mouth, slight by Cho. Cho said the crew has rejected her appeal for the further compensation because she could not prove her husband had an extramarital affair. She was never admitted he is gay, although everyone knows about that, Cho said. A person who has a spouse but cohabits with another person is one of the circumstances listed in China's marriage law that allows a husband or wife to file for divorce and demand compensation for the other party. But in his judicial interpretation, the another person only refers to the opposite sex. If a man and a woman get a room in the hotel, we can say it's an extramarital affair. But if it is two men, we can say nothing, say Liu. 35, a judge found Shan Zhong, who agreed to speak on the matter if he was identified only by his surname. Growing awareness and activism. Some women in China unknowingly married to a gay man are openly choosing to maintain a nominal marriage to give their children a stable family. Zhang Xinyi, a 24-year-old software engineer from Shanghai, who has been counseling women marriage to the gay man since 2009, said this was a common alternative to divorce and separation. They draw three ground rules for their husbands: have sex with their wives, take care of the family, and look after the child. Other arrangements are springing up as well, like cooperative marriage or xinhun, in which a lesbian woman and a gay man agree to marry to appease their parents. John first learned there were a lot of women in similar marriage from China's first Homowives meeting in 2009. Then a university student should find the woman who had attended the meeting online and join their chat group on QQ, a popular Chinese instant message software. After watching other women share their audios and comfort each other in the chat group, John volunteered to establish and operate a new group for the newcomers. Now John runs 3 QQ chat groups, which have over 200 members in total, and a social media account on Weibo, China's Twitter-like microblog site. She also helps these women get legal advice and speak out to the public. She named the volunteer organization Hibiscus Flower, which she says stands for tenacity and vitality. Homowives and their supporters are getting more vocal about their own situations and the need for China to become a more accepting of homosexuality. Zhang Jingwei, a 27-year-old corporate secretary from the Nanjing, Southeast China's Jiangxi province, who dated a gay man 3 years ago, now manage a QQ chat group on the topic with more than 100 members. She is translating 2 books, My husband is gay, and when your spouse comes up, written by Carol Greaver, an American woman who married a gay man into Chinese. After she finished, she plans to send land to another woman in her situation because there are no such books in China. One woman who was formerly married to a gay man who calls herself Little Dylan, dressed in the bridal gown to seek marriage at the Qixi Festival, China's Valentine's Day, in August 2014, on the street of the Guangzhou, the largest city in the southeastern Fujian province. He told Chinese media that besides finding the right man, she wanted to raise awareness about Homowives and the need for China to offer homosexuals equal rights and legalize gay marriage. A 51-year-old retired worker from Guangzhou, Central China's Herman's Province, Henan province. Who only wants to be identified by her online nickname, Anne Moon, has been volunteering in hibiscus flowers since he helped her niece got out of a gay straight marriage 4 years ago. I don't have a high literacy level, but I am gentle and willing to talk, said Anne Moon, who has had volunteer experience at the Red Cross Society of China. Among the thousands who attended Hong Kong's annual Gay Rights Parade in November, Anne Moon and the three women who she was with became a peculiar scenes with their different identities and pursued from the gay marchers. During the march, he held up the placards that read, "My husband is gay. I am in pain." Anne Moon said he thought it may have been the first time that women married to gay men in China took part in the gay rights demonstration. She said the parade was a chance for them to increase people's awareness about their fate. She wished the gay rights movement to succeed as well. The more prosperous, the better, she said. The Little Dylan also appeared at the Hong Kong parade, again in a bridal gown. Yet, a tone of discord hung over the event. A group of gay participants from Hong Kong drew people's attention by holding a red flag, like the ones that police used during the protests to tell demonstrators to hold. They read, "Start discriminating or will marry a man," and "Hey hey, be gay in the dark." The threatening slogan helps nothing. He will only harm their image. Anne Moon said, if they want to achieve marital rights, they must face up to Homowives. Three women married to a gay man attending the last annual PELAG China meeting. The gay support group's co-founder told courts, their involvement isn't without controversy. Ideally, we should stand in the same change to fight against bias from the society, co-founder Aquarian said. But being a homowife is only a transitional identity. After they find a heterosexual man and get married, they are no longer homowives. A queen said, I don't expect them too much. What I want to is to solve their own problems, he added. They are all often emotional, critical, and angry. We can hear the husband's voice in their cases. The future of the gay marriage in China. Same-sex marriage is now legally recognized in the 60 countries, and the 33 states in America. China is not on the list. Lin Yihei, a sociologist and a sexologist who has been trying to legalize homosexual marriage since 2000 year and has failed each time. Li, who has been in a relationship with a transgender man for many years, says she has been unable to get the 30 sponsors necessary for the idea to be discussed at the Chinese People Political Consultative Conference, which advised the government on issues that shall become law. The governor Li said thing is an idea that is ahead of its time. Homosexual marriage had been brought up when the marriage laws was revised in 1980s. Yang Lixing, a law professor at the Renmin University of China, taught courts. But the society was deemed not prepared. Yang said next time the marriage law is revised, homosexual marriage might be legalized, but when that will occur, only the heads of the legislature know. Until then, expect millions more unhappy couples to tie the knot. The author is the master student at the University of Hong Kong's Journalism and Media Studies Center, and intend with course. You can follow him on Twitter and Ping Roma. Thanks for listening.